Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 22 of the Tottenham career mode here on FIFA 19. We start with a big game. We have a big game in the middle and a big game at the end. Three huge fixtures today. The quarter-final in the FA Cup against Manchester United, followed midweek by Chelsea away, followed the following weekend by Liverpool away. And I think this game's at home. I hope this game's at home. It is. So two massive away games preceded by a ginormous home game in the FA Cup quarter-final. Of course, we're out of the Carabao Cup with Real Madrid in the quarter-finals of the Champions League, and the Premier League hangs in the balance. So all of our competitions we're involved in look very tough to win this season. This is going to be a defining episode for the Premier League and for the FA Cup. And then I believe, is it tomorrow we face Real Madrid for the first time? It will be. Nervous times. Right. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. If you missed the end of the Journey series on Monday, do check the channel page for that. There should be a My Player series starting either tomorrow or this coming weekend. I haven't yet decided when I'm going to get the first episode recorded for, but it's on its way. So be sure to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on that. But we're going to start here with this FA Cup quarter-final round. Massive fixture against Manchester United, for which I am particularly nervous. De Gea, DeMarcos, Bailly, Boateng, Goulam at left back, not Ben Davies this time. Matic and Fred alongside Pogba, Pereira, Lukaku, Martial. Man United beat me last time we played them. Please don't beat me this time. I really want to win the FA Cup this year. Ericsson. Neres is with me. Oh, it's good footwork. Neres is looking to get away from Pogba, and he's done so well. He's away from Goulam too. It's a poor ball into the middle. We noticed yesterday that we very much missed Harry Kane. Of course, he's out injured for the rest of the season with an ACL tear, meaning we will have to do our best against teams like United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Real Madrid, all without our talismanic 91 rated main striker. We do have Gareth Bale filling in, so we should still be able to be pretty potent offensively. But whether we'll be at full potential with regards to our potency, I highly doubt it. Not sure what the future holds for the remainder of this season with Tottenham, but it certainly won't be as successful as it could have been had Harry Kane remained fit. Corner for Manchester United. After 13.5 minutes, Nemanja Matic will deliver it into the middle. And Lukaku, or Martial, flicks it over his head, but we've gotten it away. Son with a nice turn, but Eric Bailly is too strong. Football, don't let Pogba shoot from distance, says. Martial lets that run. Goulam. Goulam link up nicely. And Martial stands up into the middle, and Lloris comes and claims. Fred pumps that down the line, looking for Romelu Lukaku, who will get to the ball. Back to Fred again. Inside there to Nemanja Matic. Could shoot, taking his time. Here's Fred. Lukaku, decent delivery. And well to get rid of it, but Man United continue with the pressure. Here's Andreas Pereira, and headed away by Trips again. Fred again. He could shoot here, Fred. He has done. Christian Eriksen in the way. This is real backs against the wall stuff against Manchester United. It was the case in the recent league game that ended up with them winning by 3-1. And on the first half an hour's evidence, doesn't look like we're going to fare much better this time around either. Martial with a whip. Fred knocks that down. DeMarcos, Matic, Martial working the ball about superbly every time. Vertonghen away, but again, not away properly. Nemanja Matic into Paul Pogba. Vertonghen gets the tackle in, and now eventually we get the ball away from our area. Under such pressure at all times. Son's gone narrow, which frustrated me. I wanted to push wide in that situation. Here's Fred. Over the top. Win that header, please. Well up, Harry Maguire. That's what I needed right there and then. Bale's away. Bale is away. Accelerate away, Gareth. He's got Jerome Boateng with him. You can't cope with the pace. And Gareth Bale drills it wide of the target. Gareth. Oh, that's where I needed to be at your brilliant best. And you were just shy of that. Hernandez. Son's made the run. I think he was just onside. Here's Bale. There's Dele. Space on the far side for Kieran Trippier. Now's the opportunity. Drill it into the middle. Goulam clears away. It will be a corner. Ooh, opportunity. Opportunity at the very end of the first half. Bale with a header. Oh, it might drop. Awkward clearance from the defender and the keeper. It very nearly fell for me. I need to get this towards goal and have the opportunity as soon as possible. Dele Alli, well held by De Gea. There is the half-time whistle, 0-0. Corner for Paul Pogba to take. 20 minutes and under is all that's left. Maguire headed that away, even though Maurice came for the punch. Bailly to Pogba into the middle. Vertonghen and Thomas get it away. And there is. Little McGeady spin. Forward to Bale. Cross it. Time this right and we're in. Heung-min Son racing away. Eric Bailly low on stamina. Heung-min Son.
I have to say, that was a soggy chip. That was awful. No salt and vinegar at all.
I can't wait for the patch to arrive on console so that it actually does low-driven shots when you do the command. I did one earlier with Bale and it worked. Tried to do it there. Arguably a more clear-cut opportunity, or just as clear-cut opportunity at the very least, as the Gareth Bale one. And he's dinked it over. Martial into the middle. Thankfully, Lloris held on to that, otherwise that could have rebounded anywhere. Infuriating. Heung-min Son certainly should have put us 1-0 up there. To Aurier. Son in front of me, but still quite narrow. Bale's made the run, though. It's a nice run by him. And there is Heung-min Son. Drop the shoulder. Dele trying to hold position there. Christian Eriksen. Space for Trippier arriving. Drops the shoulder. Inside to Eriksen. Trying to get away from Fellaini. Can't. And that's the final whistle. It's going to be a replay. Oh no, extra time. Quarterfinals don't go to replays. Extra time here against Manchester United. Just what I didn't need with a midweek game against Chelsea on the horizon. But I guess extra time is better than losing. So we shall crack on and try again continually with another half an hour to win this game and get to Wembley. Man United have defended so well. Nicely done by Christian Eriksen on that occasion. Not been too bad defensively myself. Winks will look for Bale. He's got Fellaini on one shoulder and Herrera on the other. Serge Aurier driving forward, but he's right-footed. Whip the cross in. It's deflected. Okay, or Dele Alli, sorry, down to Eriksen. Eriksen, it's on target. It's well saved. Into Dele Alli. Around the corner there to Harry Winks. Look for Dele Alli again. Out wide here to David Neres, who will look to turn on that left foot. Dele. That's Serge Aurier. We're almost at the very end of first half of stoppage time. First half of extra time, sorry, now. Through to Bale on his left foot. Gareth Bale deflected. Corner. This has been such a difficult game, and De Gea's going to come for that. He's punched. Vertonghen will volley it first time, and it won't go out for another corner. And that'll be half time and extra time. 15 minutes between us and penalties. Oh, nice ball inside. And Herrera. Oh, good block. Game's been so stretched throughout. It was such an end-to-end game. No goals, but very entertaining game of football. And we'll look for Bale through that gap. We could do something about the no goals thing with this particular attack. Or look for Bale again. Neres is at the back post, but he decided to hang back a little bit. Oh, and that can't find its way through the gap. I've got a horrible feeling this is either going to go to penalties or United are going to catch me on the break and score one last opportunity. Down the line to Bowie. I don't know how to pronounce his name at all. All I know is he's bloody fast. Eriksen down the line here looking for David Neres, so he's no slouch himself. Jerome Boateng is with me. Cut that back into the middle, looking for Bale, who's just run past the ball, or the pass was behind him. Either or, it wasn't good enough from either player, and a foul has been given there as the man was trying to clear the ball. Penalties are just moments away here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and I do not fancy myself on penalties. Fellaini's just fallen over Paul Pogba. Goulam to Martial. Pogba into Bohui. No idea what his name is. Son over the top looking for David Neres. It's now or never, literally. We will cut back on the left. Whip the ball in. Son! Oh, in the 124th minute, Heung-min Son sends us to Wembley. Oh, wow. It's taken its time in coming. And with the last touch from a Tottenham player, in the entire game, Son has given us the goal to win. Because United will kick off and the whistle will go immediately. The 124th minute, don't even need to touch my controller. We are through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. I didn't fancy myself on penalties at all. Heung-min Son has rescued me there. That was such a close, hard-fought, defensive game from both sides. And it was just the one moment at the near post, the lapse of concentration from the defenders. Burnley are through on penalties against Fulham. And we're waiting for the other two quarterfinals between Leicester and Stoke, Chelsea and Manchester City to yet be played. I'd like to avoid Chelsea or Manchester City if possible. One thing we can't avoid is playing Chelsea next in the Premier League. Let's head there now. Kepa in goal for Chelsea. Sven Bender at right back. Christensen, Rudiger and Emerson. Jorginho, Fabregas, Kante. And then the front three of Pedro, Timo Werner and Eden Hazard. Sven Bender at right back is an interesting decision. So we say new signing Suso on the bench. I might try and utilise Heung-min Son in this one. Makes Sven Bender a little bit awkward now that he's playing out of his natural position. Free kick for Chelsea. 4th minute. 26 yards. I was going to say 25. Hazard. It's on target. It's saved by Hugo Lloris. Dangerous. A little bit too central, really, for a really effective free kick, but still worth the opportunity and worth the attempt. Ericsson will get this quickly out to Trippier, and Neres is in behind here. Unfortunately, he couldn't quite take that in his stride. Rudiger's very fast, but can he deal with the agility of David Neres? Oh, Bale get to that! Neres so unlucky not to have given us the lead after they had a free kick at one end. Oh, Neres, what a turn. The cross is decent. Bale! Reminiscing about a Champions League overhead kick. Opposite side the pitch, but similar delivery. Not a similar outcome. A win against Chelsea here is so much more valuable than just the point. Thomas will look for Son. Oh, what a challenge by... It's Lars Bender. I thought it was Sven. Genuinely thought that was Sven Bender in the lineup earlier on. It's Lars Bender. Regardless, he's still playing out of his natural position. So, we'll still try and put him under pressure. But he dealt with that very well. Bale. Thomas. Across to Son. Forward for David Neres. The Brazilian's in the box. Pulls that back. It's Thomas. We'll lay that to Christian Eriksen. Well blocked. It'll drop to Gareth Bale. Well saved and cleared away. Pedro into the channel. Timo Werner. He's a little bit quick. And Pedro. Wow, that was well struck. Corner for Chelsea. Fabregas to deliver. Short to Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard to deliver. Not before it went off the pitch. Thomas through to Bale. Back there to Dele. And arriving on the outside is Luca Hernandez. Standing up. Son could be there. Emerson is. Trippier will get to that first. Thomas will get it back out to Luca Hernandez. We've gone full circle. Can we? Oh, get the inflated circle into the back of the net. Yes, we can! David Neres on his weaker right foot. There was not much power behind that. He just kept floating and floating and floating towards the left-hand side of the goal. And the keeper couldn't get there. The away fans delighted. As am I. Not entirely too sure how that's gone in. Get the spin on the defender and then just hit it early. And maybe he's just, by taking it so early, caught the keeper out positionally. And he hasn't been able to react. Lovely technique. That's a very good goal. 1-0 Tottenham. Frenkie de Jong in there to Bale, who will spin but not be able to get it to Heung-min Son. Pedro over the top, looking for Eden Hazard. Trippier just got caught ball watching a little bit there. All on that ball across will reach Kovacic, despite the fact it was meant for Timo Werner, and Pedro will finish it off. Chelsea equalise. It all came from a pass that didn't find its target there. Werner left it. He's kind of stumbled a little bit as if he went for a header and didn't read the flight of the ball. Kovacic pulls it back to Pedro, who just sweeps it home. It's a really good goal. Reece just can't react in time. On to Thomas. If I can score now, that would be great. It's literally the last attack of the game. Did it against United. We're not going to be able to do it against Chelsea. It's a 1-1 draw against Chelsea. And up next, we have league leaders, Liverpool. I'm not sure if they had a midweek game. They did, and they won it by 3-0 against Watford. So they are probably 4 points ahead of us now at the top of the table. We'll have a quick look. Yes. No. 5 points clear of us at the top of the table. It's actually Man United that are just 4 points behind them. Lose this game against Liverpool, and we will not win the Premier League title. Draw it, maybe. Win it. We're right in there with a shout. This is a massive game of football. Hands down, even though we've got Real Madrid on the horizon, this could well be the biggest game of the entire season, even after the season's finished. Right, Liverpool's starting lineup. Alisson in goal. Andrew Robertson at right back. Mustafi, Van Dijk and Marcelo at left back. Interesting to put Robertson at right back and not continue with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Keita, Fabinho and Henderson in the midfield with Salah, Firmino and Mane up top. Familiar looking side other than Mustafi and Marcelo in there. They've got Jose Gaya on the bench as well. It's a very strong team. Marcelo further strengthens what is a very, very capable Liverpool squad. Eriksen intercepts that nicely. We'll cut that back inside there to Eric Dyer. Forward to Wilfried Zaha. Poor attempt at a pass, but somehow it's broken for him here, Wilf. And arriving on the outside here is Lucas Hernandez, who will stand the ball up. Oh! Alisson has to tip that cross over. Cross, I think, was looking like more of a shot, to be fair. Eric Dyer with the header at the near post. We lead Anfield very, very early on. Just the 9th minute, Eric Dyer just flicks it on. It looked like it was Heung-min Son at the near post that was going to get to the ball. And then Dyer arrives out of nowhere, beats everyone. And Alisson didn't expect it because nobody else did either. Great run from Eric Dyer. Van Dijk, Keita, Son all underneath the ball. And Dyer's just like, I'll have that. And I'll have that 1-0 lead, thank you. Salah. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh, Naby Keita. Oh, got even more dangerous. Whew. Still 1-0. Avoiding defeat is the main aim here. And I don't want to speak too soon because it's very, very early doors. A win would be huge. A win would be absolutely massive and set up one hell of an end to the season. But avoiding defeat is the main priority and will remain to be so. Until I can get myself a second goal, perhaps. And then we can concentrate on just holding out for a victory. But it's a big if as to whether I can get that second goal or not. Lucas Hernandez set in behind here though, and Son has got the run on Fabinho. That was meant for Son. Unfortunately, it's gone to Wilfried Zaha. Eriksen over the top, looking for Aurier. That's a lovely ball. If he can keep that in there, Serge, he's done wonders. He's done wonders. He's turned on Marcelo. We'll look for the ball in. Son's decent in the air. Unfortunately, Andrew Robertson had the positioning on him there, so we're unable to potentially extend our lead at the particular moment in time, although they've gifted that to Eric Lamela. And there's Thomas Partey. Eric Dyer's with me. Here's Son. I hit that early with a right footed effort, but it's well over the bar. Hernandez into Son. This corner there to Hernandez. Back to Thomas. Into Eriksen. Get that quickly to Lamela. Out his feet. Close down quickly, but it will drop to Zaha. Good reactions from Alisson to stop us from getting another. Dyer could be underneath this again. Vertonghen might be underneath it. It's going to drop here to Wilf. Out of his feet. And let fly. It's well blocked. Eric Dyer is on it now. Eriksen, first time well blocked by Naby Keita. I need to stop taking these first time shots. They're quite clearly not just... They're not working properly. Or not effective. But I just can't find any space. I've had to rely on a set piece to get myself in front. And I cannot, no matter what I try, get myself a second goal to extend the lead and effectively put the game to bed. Zaha trying to get there ahead of Marcelo, trying again, but just can't quite do it. The Brazilian, far too strong for me. 10 minutes into this second half, Liverpool make a change. Naby Keita coming off. Son will drop back, whip the ball in. Eriksen could be underneath it, but it's Jordan Henderson that's there. Here's Serge Aurier. He's not going to shoot from there. Thomas Partey's not going to shoot from there either. Son, a bit of footwork maybe to work some space. And into the box. Oh, that came off an arm. Alisson. Alisson. That is huge for the title race. That one mistake, deflection, and Alisson I think the game has just chosen the wrong animation there, to be completely honest. But Eric Lamela will never score an easier goal. Liverpool 0, Tottenham 2. We dramatically closed the gap at the top of the Premier League table. Lallana out to Salah. Back to Robertson. Tackle in. Nicely done. Son's there ahead of me. If I can get a third, that would be outrageous. I'm not sure what the goal difference is like between ourselves, Liverpool and Manchester United. Obviously, we won't go above them if we win this, or when we win this. And even if United win their game on matchday 31, they won't go above them either. But we'll go to within 2 points of Liverpool. And Man United will be within 1 point of Liverpool if Man United have also won their game on matchday 31. That is the biggest game that we've played all season long so far. Before the game was played, it was the biggest game we've played of the season so far. The following result is massive. United have won their game in hand, or sorry, their game on matchday 31. It's most certainly now a three-way title fight. Everton is 6 points behind. Chelsea 7 points behind. Aren't completely out of it yet. And in fact, as you can see on the right-hand side there, Everton play Chelsea next. Man United play Manchester City. There are some huge games left between now and the end of the season. I believe we've played everybody up there and around us now. Brighton, Huddersfield. We've still got to play Manchester City. Bournemouth, West Ham and Everton. So City and Everton we still have to play. The others should be winnable games. We've Burnley in the FA Cup semi-final now at the end of April. At Wembley, of course. Tomorrow we will have Crystal Palace, Brighton and Real Madrid. The games just get bigger. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this Tottenham series. And I'll see you next time.